Okay, boys, here's the scoop. So we got a car, pulled engine. You guys haven't seen it on the channel. Let's go over it. So this is actually my brother's car. We've been working on it here for a couple weeks now. Weather's not been the best on the weekends, so that's why we haven't gone very far on it. The plan is we're pulling the engine out of my EP3, throwing it in this. He picked this up. He traded his Mini. You guys will probably see it in the background, but he traded his Mini for this EP3. He brought it home. As soon as he brought it home, found out the engine was locking up. A bearing had spun on the way home, I guess, and the engine's bad on it. I had already planned on pulling the engine out of my EP3. I didn't plan on doing it this soon, but I had already planned on pulling the engine out of the EP3, getting that K20A low compression, and putting in something else. Again, I didn't plan on doing this very soon, but once he bought this car, brought it home, he couldn't take it back anymore. I told him to try to take it back. They wouldn't take it back. And he was looking all online for an engine, and I told him I'd tell him mine because I'm pulling mine anyways. I don't really want it sitting. I'd rather have it used so then it doesn't rot sitting, because I didn't really plan on getting anything out of it afterwards. It's just basically a K20A3, so it's nothing special. Basically, I offered it to him and I told him I'm not gonna use the engine once I pull it. So if you want it now, we'll pull it now, and I'll figure something else out later. Either way, the EP3 does need an exhaust. I didn't want to use it without an exhaust because it has the muffler missing and all the exhaust will get inside. So that is where I'm at right now. I didn't record any of this teardown because it's not really gonna be part of the channel much. It's just something that we were gonna do, but since the EP3 is part of the channel, our EP3 is part of the channel, I wanted to record that teardown, vlog that teardown. And again, we'll go over a little bit what I plan on doing on it. Obviously, we're gonna get something else than an A3. We're still getting a K-series. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're just gonna swap a different K-series, a better K-series. I haven't decided on what exactly I wanna do, but this is why we're pulling the engine today. So this one's completely ready just to drop in a new engine. The old engine is out, transmission is disconnected. Still 5-speed. The clutch wasn't the best on it, so I don't think I'll be able to use the clutch anyways. Actually, yes, I would have, but I'll just give the clutch, the flywheel, and well, all the clutch assembly to my brother. It's a light flywheel with a brand new clutch. The clutch probably has like 10,000-15,000 miles on it. So we're just gonna leave it on the engine. We're just gonna throw his transmission on because that transmission is probably better. The transmission in the EP3 has third gear going out. I believe it's third gear, third or fourth. Probably both. They were going out, and so that is why we're using his transmission. His transmission is going to be a little bit better than mine. So instead of pulling everything out of the EP3 and just dropping it in this, we're gonna take the transmission off and then drop it in this. It's not that much more work. Since we're not pulling off the clutch, we don't need to align anything. That transmission should be a little bit better. Never got any abuse. The other one did get a little bit abused. And either way, I do plan on running the 6-speed that I have in the back. I have a 6-speed I picked up about 2 years ago. Blunt synchros. I plan on swapping over the synchros, ordering the rebuild kit, fixing the synchros, running it on our EP3. So either way, I don't really plan on using all that clutch system because I got to switch over to the 6-speed clutch, and so that's why I'm not really all that worried about just giving it to him. And plus, I'm pretty sure he'll enjoy it. So let's move this out of the way. I'm gonna get the tripod. We're gonna set a time lapse, probably try to grab the GoPro as well, and we will get started on our EP3. We'll tear that down. I have no idea where we're gonna put it because that's just gonna be another car without an engine. But maybe here soon we'll fix the Subaru. I don't know, we'll see. Which one do you guys want to see running first, the EP3 or the Subaru? Let me know down in the comment section below. The steering wheel sucks, it's hot. boys, it's later in the day. I went to go pick up another canopy because mine broke last year. I left it outside in the winter, caught snow, and it broke. So I went to go pick up another one. The sun isn't that bad right now, so I'm not gonna set it up. It's actually really nice now. The weather is actually really nice. So hopefully we can get to maybe pulling off the wiring harness, the other axle. I don't think we'll pull it tonight unless I stay up late. I need to pull the battery, radiator, condenser. I already pulled one of the axles off. There's really not much. I could probably knock this out here within the next couple hours. We'll see how it goes. I think the sun goes down at like 9 now, and it's 6:30, so I got about 2.5 hours before it's gonna be completely dark. I should be able to get it at least ready to pull tomorrow morning. I'll see how far I get. I'm gonna set the time lapse and we will go from there. Alrighty boys, quick update. This is as far as we've gotten. Well, I guess you could say we're right about ready to pull. I have this mount, exhaust is disconnected, that rear mount disconnected, front mount disconnected, and I think all the wiring's done. I think we got all the wiring out of the way, and the coolant hoses would be the only thing in the back connected. I'll go over everything one more time, but I'm pretty sure that's it. The clutch slave is out of the way. What we did when we pulled my brother's engine was pull this bracket off, and that actually helped out a lot. Everything from there was completely out of the way. I think we actually pulled this off as well. That really made it quicker to pull than just leaving it on, because that could swing a little bit more and it was more free. So I think that's what I might do here in a second, is pull that off. But other than that, I have this hose that I might pull off just so it's not in the way, and I think that's it. It's just one bolt here for this mount, and then the 3 bolts to take that plate off, and then the ones that hold that mount in place to the car, and I think that's it. I really want to say that that's everything. We might end up pulling this later today. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna grab a bite real quick because it's been all day since I last ate. So depending on how late it gets after I decide to come back out is if I'll pull this. We'll see how far we get for today. This is pretty far. I did not think I'd get this far. I do have to take the bracket out for the battery. I forgot about that one, but that's just probably 2 or 3 bolts, and then that's it. If I don't come back to this, then we will pull it in the morning. But like I said, literally right about ready to pull. I don't think I have anything else to take off. I think it's just the mounts now at this point. Pretty sure it's just the mounts now. So tomorrow morning, if we don't come back to it tonight, we will pull this. And just like that, boys, the engine is out of the car. I didn't hassle recording myself pulling this engine because I've always recorded pulling myself pulling an engine. Does that make sense? I've always recorded myself pulling an engine, so I decided this time around I was not going to do that. I'm not going to spend the time on setting up the camera and making sure that it was on angle. So I just pulled the engine, took the tranny off, and it's ready for the other transmission. And honestly, I think tomorrow we can get to pushing the other EP3 back in the bay. After we throw the tranny on, the starter, just go straight to dropping this engine in the other car. I didn't plan on pulling the engine tonight. I didn't think I'd get this far. I thought that I would get to most of it, but I guess it was all fairly simple. I thought it was gonna take me longer. Every time we've swapped this car, it'd be me and Rafa swapping the car, and it'd take us, let's see here, probably 6 to 7 hours just pulling the engine. I think this time around I did in 5, right about 5 man hours. That's impressive. I started today at like 3, and I still took time to go buy that canopy, which was like another hour, hour and a half. Yeah, right about 5 hours. I'm getting good at this. This is getting boring. I need to find another thing. We need to buy like a Duramax or something, swap that, because this is we're getting way too good at this now. One thing that I do have to decide on is which car am I getting the engine for first, the EP3 or the Subaru. That's where I want you guys to go down and comment let me know what you guys want to see first. If we throw the EP3 together, we're for sure going not naturally aspirated. We're definitely going to boost it. We're going to throw something on there. Maybe not a supercharger because that's a little expensive. Turbo or centrifugal, what do they call it? Pro Charge. Turbo or Pro Charge. I'm not sure yet 100%. I think I'm leaning more towards the Pro Charge just because I don't really see myself pushing high horsepower with this car. I just want a fun, sporty daily. And I think the Pro Charge would be really good for that. I think the Pro Charge would work really well. And a lot of people like the setup. You can still push high horsepower with the Pro Charger, but it's nothing overboard and you can't overboost with the Pro Charger. So that's why I'm leaning towards the Pro Charger, but they're kind of pricey. Unless I find something used, but I don't think I'm gonna trust anything used. So I'm probably gonna buy it new. It's probably 4 or 5 grand for a Pro Charger. So if we do get to it, it'll definitely be something new. I've never done a Pro Charger, so it'll definitely be something new to me on the channel. The engine I'm deciding on putting in might honestly be the A3 that we pulled out of the other car. We might just order a crank, A2 crank, rods, pistons, send the block to get checked, deck the head, throw it together, just run it stock A3 with A2 bottom end. So it'd be an A3 with A2 internals, A3 head. So it'd probably make a little bit more power. It'd be more reliable down low. It wouldn't make as much because of the head, and we'd probably push less power because of the head. I'm gonna see what's more expensive, either just ordering an A2 or a Z3, I think it'd be. I don't know. Like I said, I want you guys to go down in the comment section and let me know which car you guys want to see running first. The Subaru would definitely be a lot quicker to be done. It's just an engine. But the EP3, if we get the engine in the EP3, we'll rip on that as well. That thing will still rip. Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. I'll let you guys vote down in the comment section. But for as of right now, I'm gonna pick up. I have a small mess that I have to pick up. We'll see what happens. But for right now, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Like I said, I gotta clean up. If you guys like the video, go down and hit that like button. Comment down below which car you guys wanna see running first. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.